with Poe and Munro.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe.
And Munro. That gets me every time.
Lucky we're not in the shower then.
Why do girls always get stabbed in the movies?
I think it's a metaphor. Having said that, I'm an equal opportunity stabber.
Oh, pointy. How very noble.
And on that note, what's next, Munro?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose? Let me see. I choose a long walk on the beach.
Ah, yes. With the moon's bright eye bobbing on the black tide.
No. The sun is shining, and the sand is hot and soft between my toes. Wouldn't you like to walk on a beach with me, Poe?
Alas, I fear I would burst into flames at the sun's first embrace.
But you are outside this afternoon.
Then I must simply hate the beach.
That's a shame. I hate skinny dipping alone.
I'd never dream of letting you skinny dip on your own.
And talking of wet dreams. Dreams?
And nightmares.
With Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
Munro.
Munro.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Munro. But that doesn't mean you can change things.
Do you think anyone's listening?
Of course. We're the only radio station in August.
And if you're just passing through, we mean August the town, not the month.
What else are people listening to?
Radio 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each other?
But we have something they don't.
What's that?
You.
Shush, Poe, you'll get tongues wagging.
Indeed. Talking of tongues that wag, we have a caller. Are you ready for a dream?
My whole life.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Well, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What do you think to Poe's voice?
I hate it.
Okay. So, what's your dream, listener?
I'm in August, and wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Munro. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. And the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird. With a rumbling voice that makes me angry. It plumes its feathers, but my bird? The one that calls me? She's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Munro, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us and trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his keys. Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well, Frankie, we don't use our first names on air, so...
I've cut the call.
Is that a good idea?
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Help him. He needed help.
Don't encourage him, Alice. These kinds of things must be nipped in the bud.
Are we still live?
Sorry, listeners. This was a very strange call. I hope you'll agree.
Frankie, if you're still listening, I do apologize for Poe. He can get very protective. I kind of get your analogy now.
Do I, Munro? Very well, then. Standing down.
Oh, listeners, we've upset him now. Poe's got all frowny face.
What are you doing?
I'm stretching. Is that allowed?
Of course. I just thought you should relax. Sit. Close your eyes.
And what if I don't? You'd have to punish me, wouldn't you, Mr. Warden?
Alice,
I've been very naughty. What's that?
I think you know what it is.
No. That.
Oh, that's nothing. Ignore it. Don't.
I'm going to kill you. What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie?
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
How can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
I knew it would upset you, but I'm an old hand at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
So that could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe.
It isn't locked, Alice. People can just walk in anyway.
You don't have any locks?
I don't think it's necessary.
Poe. Do you ever get the feeling the radio station is cursed?
No more than the rest of August.
Maybe we should call it a night.
And abandon our listeners? Munro, this isn't like you.
I just have a really bad feeling about this. I think something terrible is going to happen.
Shh, Alice. I can feel your heart racing from here. Everything will be fine.
I don't think so. Come on, we're alive. I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
You know I'd never let anyone hurt a single hair on your head.
Well, that's not entirely true, is it?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. Let's not get into that now. We're back with our listeners in 3, 2...
You'd have been a sacrificial shish kebab if it wasn't for me.
Oh, Poe, that sounds like a great story, but it'll have to wait, because we're back with our listeners and more dreams and nightmares.
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams. Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Poe?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
Sorry, Frankie, we seem to have lost you there, but if you're still listening, I think your dream expresses what a kind and gentle person you are deep down. And the fact that you want to protect the bird tells me that you would never hurt anyone in any way. And I think that's really special, Frankie. So, thank you for your dream. Don't!
I'm not hiding, Munro.
I'll do it. If it's Frankie, maybe he won't hurt me.
You don't know that. And what if it's my wife?
I thought you said she didn't know.
Hide.
No. If you're not hiding, then neither am I. Frankie? It's Alice. I'm opening the door so we can talk. Okay? Just you and me. Frankie? There's no one here.
I've had enough of this.
What are you doing?
I'm getting our caller back on the line.
Maybe we should just carry on with the show.
Come on, Frankie, pick up. You know you want to.
Oh, sorry about that, everyone. My mic was on mute. Didn't realize it was on mute. I just finished playing a game, so it was on mute. I apologize. I thought... Oh! Oh, man. I was being heard.
Oh, stop it! Stop!
What? Alright, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I thought my voice was being heard. I didn't know the damn thing was on mute. Okay. I'm assuming no one
12,
could hear me talk.
my father died.
Sorry about that.
He was riding his bike to work and
I could have
got
sworn
hit
it
by a
was
bus.
off mute.
School bus. My school bus. It was...
But then I felt
got
like it
over
was
very
on mute,
quickly.
so I just checked
I
it.
was
And
at the back
it
of
was.
the bus and I could see everything. Didn't move. Didn't get up. Died instantly. But the image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret.
Hopefully it's not too far
There's a
into the
way.
video when
It can
I
make your memories
discovered this.
disappear.
Can we make today?
That's pretty annoying. It's live as well. So it won't happen again. I assure you.
Pick one of these. Now hold it tightly. In
Let's
your
just
hands.
forget that happened,
Close
right?
your eyes.
Alright. Agreed.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening.
Should be able to hear me
Imagine the
now.
object you're holding is there. Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object
Unless
is
you
there.
could hear me before, but I don't think you could because it was on
Okay,
mute.
it's there.
So I'm assuming that
Now open your
mutes
eyes.
my mic. Yeah. Considering I'm speaking into it, it would probably more likely mute it.
Now what?
But
Throw
yeah.
it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
And if it doesn't?
It definitely
This
will.
game is, if you didn't catch it at first, if you couldn't hear my voice, it's called Dark Knights with Poe and Munro. That's the name of the game. It's available on PS4, Xbox One, PC, Steam, and all those consoles.
Finally,
PS5.
tonight, police are appealing for anyone who might know the whereabouts of 35-year-old veterinarian Francisco Bilson.
Mr. Bilson hasn't been seen since the headless body of his business partner Jennifer Gordon was found in an industrial bin outside Lux Fitness. Is that the first murder in August, Poe?
This year, yes, but technically it's
Well,
on the
it says it on the
Stepford
title,
border.
the name of the
So whilst
game on the
August
title.
police
So,
deal with it,
yeah,
the
I forgot
crime
about that.
statistic is with Stepford.
Oh, that's cold.
Yes, indeed. Tonight's weather will be cloudy with scattered showers.
Yeah, make sure you cover your head.
Now, what happens when your very own Poe and Munro decide to play a game of truth or dare? Stay tuned to find out more later. But first, we want to hear from you, August. Got a guilty secret? Need to get something off your chest? Father Poe is waiting in the confession booth to absolve you of all your sins. Anonymously, of course.
And here's a message from our sponsor.
Do we have a sponsor?
How do we let him get away, Poe?
He just disappeared. He was dead, Alice. No pulse, no breath.
Then who took him?
It would seem it was our guardian angel.
Just hope he doesn't come back. I never want to hear that voice again.
He won't be coming back.
How can you be so sure? And why did you take off before the police got here? You left me to deal with everything.
Not everything. Not everything.
You just beat them in with a fire extinguisher. At least you fought back.
Next
Can't stand
time
it when they don't
on
fight
Dark
back.
Nights with Poe and Munro.
Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
How do we pay it back?
A radiothon.
In bed with Poe and Munro.
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It's Millicent.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
The station shuts down. I don't know what I'll do.
You're safe now. Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Alright. Well, that was episode 1, everyone. I think, yeah, we have time for another episode. Yep, let's begin the next episode. No, my headset is not on mute this time, so I might get a comment asking why my thing was on mute. It would look kind of stupid me talking, but no volume coming through. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I assume it would be. Would make the most sense if my thing was on mute, headset was on mute. Unless you could hear me, but I don't know. It's pretty unlikely. If I could be heard, then that's good.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro. Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
Poe, how are we still here?
My rainy day savings.
You can't use that. That's for you and your family.
No, you're right. Think of it as a loan.
Okay, well, how do we pay it back?
We send a seed of hope out to Lady August, and she blossoms it into fruitful return.
Or we could have a fundraiser.
Yes, a radiothon.
I'm thinking a 24-hour sponsored broadcast. We could call it In Bed with Poe and Munro.
You think people will pay us to sleep together in bed for 24 hours?
No, silly. You're not allowed to sleep.
I don't get the humor most of the time in this game.
Did we really need that candle?
It doesn't make sense, man.
Oh, it's proof that we stayed here for 24 hours.
Under the covers or on top, Munro?
Oh, you're such a gentleman, Poe. But I like being on top.
I'm sure you do.
Because I'm the boss.
Yes, and because it's been 12 hours and you haven't got under the sheets yet.
Oh, you're so observant, Poe. You're like Sherlock Holmes.
Here we go.
You just ignore this.
Welcome back, listeners. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. We're now halfway through the show.
Sherlock
It's time
Holmes.
to take your calls.
Alright then.
I can't see any callers. Is it working properly, Poe?
It is the witching hour. Maybe everyone's going to bed.
So, we're totally alone.
Oh, we could have lurkers.
What do you mean, lurkers?
People that lurk but never join in. They're probably out there right now.
You mean listeners, right?
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign. I should take this since nobody's listening. Hello, darling. Yes. Yes. No, I said I wouldn't be home for that. No. No, 24 hours. All at once. No, I'm not sleeping. We're podcasting. Okay then. Ta-da.
For anyone still listening, that was Poe taking a call from his wife.
Munro, as far as the listeners are concerned, I'm single and available.
Yeah, you act like it too.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Lack of sleep.
Well, it's for a good cause, remember?
Sure. How much have we raised?
It doesn't
Well,
show how
thank
much
you,
there is.
lurkers.
We couldn't get scared without you.
Indeed. I'm getting a very strong sense of deja vu.
The music plays in the background as well.
If you mean, have I ever been in bed with someone expecting greatness and then been sorely disappointed, then yeah, I'm getting deja vu.
It's that positive attitude that brings all the donors to the yard. Speaking of, dear residents of August, please keep donating, whatever you can afford. Let us keep making radio for you. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
Bathroom.
Of course.
Freshen up, go back in, be a queen. Be a tired, hallucinating queen.
Oh, I actually meant to pick the other thing, whatever that was.
Munro, you femme fatale.
I'm feeling pretty sleepy, actually.
Your lips, so luscious. They're making me think things I should not.
Well, lucky that's there then.
Ah, yes, the camera. Tiny piece of glass with an imaging sensor that protects us from evil.
Are you okay?
Comfortable?
What are you gonna do? Kiss me or host a radio show?
Look at you. You're perfect in every way. And I can never have you.
Oh, let's not get into this now.
You're like a beautiful butterfly. And the only way I get to keep you is to pin you into my collection.
What?
Easy, girl. Easy now. Easy, girl. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do? Did you fall asleep? It's only been 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I had a nightmare.
Dreams and nightmares with Poe and Munro.
No. It was real.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine.
Sleep deprivation, it can play tricks with the mind.
Yeah. I guess.
So, 15 minutes.
I need the bathroom. Again.
Again? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping.
She doesn't love you.
Who are you?
You know who I am. It's Millicent.
I just need to make a call. It's broken. Why?
I'm not leaving you again.
Please leave. Now.
Make me.
This isn't real. I'm dreaming.
I've always admired your brain, Edgar.
Am I dead?
No, not dead. Just resting.
Are we in purgatory?
So dead.
Hell?
Oh, Poe, always so fascinated by the macabre.
Bad dreams. Just bad dreams. No. No. Fine. You don't want to be a door? That's not right.
Poe?
So you think I'm Edgar Allan Poe?
You are, and I'm Millie, remember?
I'm really not sure.
Well, let me remind you.
Okay, remind me. Why are we here?
To remind you of your promise.
What promise?
In this very room, you told me we'd be together for eternity.
I don't remember.
You told me eternity. If I did what you asked.
Which was? No, I'd never do that. Poe would never do that.
Murderer.
Okay.
Poe? Poe?
Why would she think that's Poe? Oh, you're supposed to keep pressing it.
Poe! Is that you? Poe? Poe!
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Thank God. Where are we? What's happening? Is it a dream? What are you doing with that?
There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
I can't believe you did that.
What?
Come with me.
Where? We've got 15 minutes.
Come with me.
Alrighty. Where we going, missus?
Poe? Are you really Poe?
Course, Governor. What's the jig?
Poe. This can't be happening. Poe?
Munro?
Who is she?
That's your question.
Yes, that's a bit strange, Alice. Perhaps should have led with, why are we tied up?
Well, I thought maybe you could ask that.
A lover's kiss, Edgar. Is you are not up to snuff.
What's she talking about?
She thinks I'm the real Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, you're named after him.
I'm not Poe. I'm Poe.
What's the plan, Poe?
Get out.
Oh. That was easy.
What shall we do about
Untie him.
Did she even tie us up?
Where are we now, Poe?
Does it matter?
No.
Everything is full of stuff.
And the stars are full of people.
And the people are full of stars.
And we're all within each other.
And we've always known it.
What's that sound, Poe?
Don't be alarmed.
It's beeping.
It's just an alarm.
Oh, Poe, you silly bunny. We need to go, quickly.
Put fire.
I don't know.
Is all this actually happening? I don't know.
Tell them what happened, Poe.
It's ghastly, really. Do they need to know?
Yes, they do.
All right, then.
Good boy.
Munro and I almost passed away last week from carbon monoxide poisoning.
But we didn't. Yay.
That much should be obvious. Our central heating system became blocked and started backing up carbon monoxide into the building.
But lucky I got that detector, eh, Poe?
Yes, indeed. But not so lucky for the young raven stuck in the building.
What?
I didn't want to tell you because it's not very nice. But since you asked, the blockage was because a young raven had become stuck in the flue.
No. What happened?
From what the insurers could make out, it got stuck and then its mate came in after it. Both of them died together.
That's so sad. Everything dies.
Well, they're together now. Somewhere in distant Aden. But in our realm, they will be nevermore.
Let's change the subject. How much money do we raise for the station?
Actually, the insurance paid out quite a lot of money. It seems the installers had also been negligent by not including a protective barrier on the flue, so...
So the ravens died to save our show?
Yes, you could say that. Or a bungled building job almost killed us. So, glass half full, I'd say.
Agreed. Perhaps we shouldn't spend so much time in bed together, Poe.
Do you really mean that?
Perhaps. Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro. Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watson gone missing.
He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back. So, what are you saying?
We worked the case ourselves. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have it's between the dots. I just see the final picture.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Okay. So yeah, we're not going to continue this again today, tonight, even. But I will continue this game at some point again very soon. I won't leave it unfinished. There's not really much point in doing that, so I'm gonna go back to this when I get the chance. I still have to do Heavy Rain, a new game that I got, or maybe I'll just leave that one out and just play it in my own time. Heavy Rain, this to do, and some other one if I think of a game to do, a game to stream. But those two for now, this and Heavy Rain. I need to finish the rest of Heavy Rain because it wouldn't make much sense in not finishing that either. It makes more sense to beat it, to finish it, and make all the funny wrong choices that you can make in that game, and get the worst ending ever. It's terrible. But anyway, that was Dark Nights with Poe and Munro. I hope everyone enjoyed. Again, like I said, if you couldn't hear me in the start of the video, I apologize for that. My mic was on mute. I don't know if that matters. I don't know if you could still hear me or not, or if you couldn't hear me. If you couldn't, yeah, sorry about that. If you could, then I guess it doesn't affect it if you mute your mic that way with the button there. But I would think that it would affect that, but maybe not. I'll have to check the stream myself and see if there was a problem with that. But luckily I discovered it, or else I'd be talking, but there wouldn't be any sound for all of you. So yeah, that would have been a bit strange. I wouldn't have known either. So yeah. Yeah, we'll continue this again soon. So yeah, probably this before Heavy Rain. This is a shorter game, obviously. So I'm gonna continue this the next day or whatever, and then I'll go back to Heavy Rain, and then I'll do something new. Heavy Rain is probably gonna take a couple of times to beat because it's a long enough game. It's pretty long. It's over like 5 hours long, something like that. Could be wrong, but I think that's the the rough duration that it takes to beat. It's not a short game, I'll put it that way. Anyone who's played it would know that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the stream. I know this wasn't very long, but I'm not really I wasn't planning on making it that long anyway, at least not tonight. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream, as always. We'll see you next time in the next one. Have a good one. See you later.